Hello everyone, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. We are here for the August monthly readings. What's happening? How did August get here so quickly? But we're here, and we're here for the monthly charm reading for Cancer. Here you are, Cancer. And this is all sun, moon and rising Cancer signs, and these are messages of guidance, inspiration, divine wisdom, just really helping us look at the month ahead, where we'll be focusing our energies towards, any challenges or obstacles or opportunities that will be coming our way. Just a look with the charms, and then we also have some oracle decks as well, just giving us some really hopefully good, positive, inspirational messages for the month ahead throughout August. So Cancer, here you are. Let's get you started by popping you into the mixing cup here. In you go, Cancer, and let's give the charms a good mix and we'll see what messages you get for the month ahead. Okay, it felt like we got some big ones there, but not as many. So we'll see what messages come up. This is the noisy bit. I'm just going to give them a mix. So you may want to turn your volume down if it's too noisy. So just brace yourselves there. Oh, okay, that looks pretty good, Cancer, so not too bad at all. Let's zoom in and we'll take a closer look at what your messages are for this month. Okay, Cancer, so here are your messages for the month ahead. So before we get into the reading, I just want to quickly go ahead and explain how I will be reading the board for anyone who's new to my channel here. So the board here represents for me the very center of the board is where I'll be reading what's taking your current focus. So anything that you'll be needing to really focus your attention on for the month ahead will be directly here in the center of the board. At the bottom here, I'll be reading this as any obstacles or challenges that may be coming up for you. In the top of the board here, we'll be reading that as your thoughts and feelings, anything that's coming to the forefront of your mind, and taking your focus away from anything that's going on here in the center. On the left, we'll be reading this as your recent past, so any experiences or opportunities or challenges that you've been coming through in the last few weeks or months. And then over on the right hand side, we would be focusing on what's coming up in the near future, what's coming in for you over the next few weeks and months. So let's go straight in. Let's look for you here, Cancer. Hopefully you can see clearly enough, but you are down here at the bottom in your obstacles and challenges. Okay. So don't despair. So what I'm seeing here, it's interesting actually, because there's a lot coming out of your past and a lot coming into taking up your main focus for the month. But it's interesting that you're down here in the bottom, Cancer, because when I see no other charms around you, we'll come back to this one in a second, but when there are no other charms in the challenges and obstacles area, I tend to read that as you yourself, Cancer, perhaps are the challenge. So I don't mean any offense by that. I just mean that maybe you yourself are getting in your own way somehow. So I'm not seeing any other negative charms or anything indicating that there are any external challenges. But it could be that there's something that you're getting hung up on, something that you're finding challenging within yourself. So your own abilities or your own frustrations that you're not moving forward as quickly or in the direction that you want to be, but there's something that is holding you back here, Cancer. But I'm definitely getting the sense that it's more of an internal struggle. So moving on from that, also in your challenges and areas, slightly coming into your main focus here, it's interesting because the only other charm you have here is the Scorpio zodiac charm. There we are. So that's interesting. You may have Scorpio in your birth chart as well. It's possible. But it also could be that perhaps it's a Scorpio that's already in your life that perhaps is you're having some conflict with, or you're having difficulties with, perhaps somebody that you feel is holding you back. It could be somebody that even perhaps doesn't understand your perspective, or is perhaps not supportive of the direction that you want to go in. Whatever that means for you, it may not resonate for all of you, but I'm definitely seeing some sort of challenge with a Scorpio energy here. So for you, Cancer, it definitely is perhaps you yourself that is struggling with being frustrated perhaps, or something you're internally struggling with. But I'm definitely seeing the only other difficulty or challenge here is perhaps another Scorpio energy, a Scorpio energy coming in, perhaps causing some sort of friction or difficulty for you there. But again, that may not resonate for all of you. So let's move on to what you've been going through, what's coming out of your recent past. Let's start here with the dog. So I love the dog, and the dog doesn't really have any negative qualities. The dog is literally representative of loyalty and trust and unconditional love. So that's just a really good energy. So I'm hoping that for some of you, it's really just a reminder that that's what you're wanting to surround yourself with. That's perhaps what has been coming in for you. Coming out of your recent weeks and months. I'm not seeing anything too negative down here, nothing negative coming out of your past, your recent past here. So we're just seeing this real loyalty and real trust. This could be you, Cancer, being loyal, being committed, and being trustworthy towards a particular person. Coming in for you here. Interestingly enough, we do also have another zodiac sign. So we have the Aquarius zodiac charm here. So that could be connected to the dog here with that unconditional love, that loyalty and that trust. It could be directly linked for some of you to that Aquarius energy there. So that's interesting. And also we're seeing another lovely charm connected in this little circle here with the Aquarius energy, and the swan I absolutely love. And the swan literally is a symbol of beauty and grace. So it's approaching an experience or a relationship with absolute beauty and finesse, and it's about looking for that grace in life, like going through life with a graceful energy, and looking for the beauty around us as well. And that could be that for some of you, that could be coming from that Aquarius energy, bringing in that loyalty and that trust, and just a really beautiful relationship coming in there for some of you with the Aquarius. So it's interesting because where we see the Scorpio as perhaps for some of you perhaps is causing some friction or a little bit of a challenge, we see an Aquarius energy for others that is perhaps bringing in real loyalty and real trust and unconditional love, with just a real beautiful energy coming in there with the swan. So I really, really love nothing too challenging coming out of your recent past. We do, however, have, I'll go right up here to the Tower. And the Tower for me is representative of things needing to come down and be rebuilt. So there may be some changes. It's very similar to the Tower in the tarot, how some people read the tarot cards for the Tower. It's about the changes that are coming, that it may feel like a lot is going wrong, and a lot of things are falling apart even, maybe. But it's, for me, it's a really, really good energy. It's an opportunity to build yourself back up bigger and stronger. So we're seeing that up here in your thoughts and feelings, but it's also coming in from your recent past as well. So although we do have this lovely, lovely energy here of trust and loyalty and love with the Aquarius energy here, but we're also seeing that there have been some changes, maybe some challenges for some of you coming out of the recent past, that you've been experiencing that tower moment where perhaps it feels like, oh, everything's going wrong, but it actually is all falling into place. The tower is a fantastic opportunity to build yourself up bigger and stronger and better, to really take that opportunity to get rid of the old that's no longer working for you, and to bring in new opportunities and new changes that are going to actually serve you better. So not too much of a negative energy at all. I know lots of people don't enjoy seeing the tower. It is a lighthouse, so sometimes that can be read as perhaps a need to be cautious for some, to be cautious. So for some of you, that may be significant for you, that there may be a need to just perhaps practice a little bit of caution coming into a certain experience or opportunity. But for others, I really feel like it's a good opportunity to break down the old ways, the old negative behaviors and experiences and opportunities that haven't been working for you. And it really reminds us that we can really build something bigger and better for ourselves. So a really good positive energy, I feel, coming in there. It's also what's coming into your thoughts and feelings as well, that perhaps that's been taking a little bit of your attention and focus, those changes that have been happening around you. But it's all going in a really good direction. So what we have here also, the tower is pointing down towards the fairy door, and the door can be two different things for different people. So it can be new doors opening, so new opportunities and new doors opening to new experiences. And for others, it can also be about closing the door on anything that no longer serves you, any negativity, which is interesting because that ties in nicely towards the tower here, that the tower is also means both of those things. It does mean about getting rid of anything negative that no longer serves us, but it also does mean that it gives us the opportunity to rebuild and open new doors to new beginnings and start something new. So that's a really good positive energy for you there, Cancer. Always love to see new opportunities coming in. And then we're also have the sea glass, which I love to see, and the sea glass is all about healing and regeneration, which again perfectly ties in with the tower. So it sometimes can feel chaotic, sometimes it's change that we know is needed but it's not always welcome, but when we get through it, it's definitely worth it, because then you have these new beginnings and new opportunities opening up to you. So with the sea glass being at the bottom of this story here, this story of charms, I'm really seeing it as an opportunity to heal and to regenerate and to renew yourself into these new opportunities and experiences. So the tower is literally breaking everything down, giving you the new beginnings and opportunities to start healing and rebuilding yourself up. So you're renewing yourself here, you're regenerating into something new and to some new beginnings and opportunities. So again, all really, really lovely energies coming out of your past here. It may be something that's been taking your attention a little bit with these changes coming in, may have been a bit of a distraction on your mind, but definitely all leading towards something really, really good, Cancer. And then we also do have a little reminder up here, which is the red button. And the red button for me is representative of literally the word stop. So it's like traffic lights. I also have an amber button and a green button. So I read it almost like a traffic light, and that to me just says stop. So what I'm seeing here is that perhaps you're really overthinking something. So where we see you down here, Cancer, in your challenges and obstacles area, it's possible that you're really getting very stuck in your own thoughts, maybe feeling that you're feeling very frustrated, and you're just getting the gentle reminder here, just stop perhaps that overthinking, and stop that kind of mind just from overrunning and overthinking certain situations, because I really feel like that's perhaps what's keeping you down in this challenge area. And it's interesting because we also do have it very closely up here in your thoughts, but also coming also into your focus as well. So this may be something that you've really been thinking about, but the revolver here actually is representative of either the need to pull the trigger and go ahead with something. So for some of you, that could be just to stop overthinking and start taking action. So it could literally be just getting started on something. So instead of procrastinating, instead of like going over and over these things in your mind, instead of letting these challenges get to you, or these changes that are coming in maybe distracting you, or sort of making things difficult for you, perhaps you're just overthinking it too much and you may need to just get started with something. So for some, the revolver can just represent pull the trigger and get started with something, but also for others it can be a reminder of defensiveness and protection. So it could be that you're being called to perhaps stop being so defensive or so overprotective of a certain situation, or a person even maybe, or just with the changes coming in, the tower kind of pushes us into some difficult changes that maybe we weren't ready to make, and it kind of just forces us to move on and to grow and change direction and start something new. So it could be that perhaps you're causing a little bit of defensiveness, like you're responding to these changes with like a defensive kind of action and behavior, which it could be just that you're being reminded here to stop putting on those brakes and putting up those defenses and those barriers, because again, that's why perhaps we're seeing you down here in the challenge area. So for some of you, there is also an initial, and that is the letter Y, which again, as I always say, but I will just remind anybody that may be new, I read an initial, it's something different for everybody, it may not mean anything to you at all, but I will just read an initial of, potentially it could be representative of a person, a name, a place, an experience, opportunity, or even an occupation, and we see that very closely connected to the revolver there. But then we are going in to the very center here for you, so your absolute central focus, and what you're being reminded here, love. Can't get better than that. It's all about the love. That's love for yourself, love for your family, love for your home and your environment. It's just such a positive energy to surround ourselves with, and it's all sparkly. So there we have it, Cancer. So your central focus with everything that's going on all around you, one of your main things to be focusing on is just looking for the love that is all around you. So that may help with this frustrating feeling. If you're feeling restricted, if you're feeling frustrated, if you've had some changes coming in that you weren't ready to make, or you're feeling kind of pushed forward, and you're sort of digging your heels in a little bit and creating that friction and that defensiveness, just don't forget to look for the love that we have all around us. You have all of this beautiful energy here with unconditional love here with the dog, loyalty, protection, and you have beauty and grace with the swan. And so it's just that reminder to really focus on the things that you love, surrounding yourself with everything you love. Follow your passions, follow your dreams, do the things that really invoke absolute happiness and joy, that really bring love into your life. Surround yourself with the people that you love, and visit the places that you love as well. So just a really, really lovely reminder there. You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at love, and it's sparkly, so even better. So it's all getting into a really good area. And then finally, also part of your central focus, and this is one of my favorites, this is the teapot. And I almost never see it, Cancer. I haven't seen it, I don't think, for a really, really long time in many of the different readings, and I just love it. And it literally means it's a symbol of rest and relaxation. It's just perfect. It's again here we're seeing with the love. I don't know which way to stand it. How can you see it? There we go. So it's just, you're just needing to perhaps get out of your own head here, sort of stop maybe putting up that friction or that defensiveness or those barriers, and just look for the love and just take that time. I love the teapot. Just take time to rest and just relax and chill out if you can. And also it's a really great time to connect with friends and family, so catch up on what's going on with people around you, check in and just hang out with some friends and family, and just, you know, put your feet up and have a cup of tea. So I don't need to be told twice. I absolutely love that. So Cancer, there we go. You are definitely being called to just stop this kind of negativity, if that's for you, if that's what you can resonate with. If you're really in your head at the moment and you're really getting stuck and caught up with this kind of feeling of defensiveness, or even if you're procrastinating and you just need to get started on something, you also have the reminder with the revolver for some of you that it's just about getting started. Pull the trigger and go for it, because we're seeing new beginnings and opportunities coming in, an opportunity to heal. How are we going to heal ourselves? With cups of tea and lots of rest. So really take your time to rest, surround yourself with love and happiness. And over here, I would usually be reading what's coming up for you in the near future, but you don't have anything going on over here. So what I'm seeing is for the month of August is just that you're really being called to concentrate on what's going on for you in the present moment. So don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it by thinking what's coming up for me in the future. Just take your time to enjoy the month of August. Really focus on what's around you at the present. So good relationships, lots of love. Take time to rest and relax. Get started on something if you need to get started, and try to just get yourself out of this kind of stuck challenge area there, because there's nothing you need to focus on, nothing that's drawing your attention or focus in the immediate future. It's really just asking you to focus on the present and what is going on around you right now in the month of August. So a really good reading, I think, Cancer. Hopefully you were able to resonate with those messages. And I am going to zoom out now and also pull a couple of different cards from the Oracle decks as well. Okay, Cancer, so here is your charm reading, and here are the decks that I'll be using today. Again, same as I did for July, I'm also using, again, the Secret Language of Colour. So for anyone that's new here, I just really love this deck. It's massive. I find it really difficult to shuffle, but I love the messages of all these beautiful colours, and I really feel that colour just can be inspiring and calming and healing, however we choose to use it, whether it's in our food, our homes, we can use it in visualizations, in meditation. I really feel like colour is just such a useful way to re-energize ourselves, to change our mood, and just to help keep us calm or motivated. So I'm going to draw a couple of these cards if I can shuffle them. So let's give it a go there. Every time I throw them everywhere. Okay, bear with me while I go and collect the ones that escaped. Okay, let's try again, shall we? So So yeah, I know I use these again in the July readings as well, but I really do love all the messages that they bring. I love all the different colours and how they invoke different feelings and different emotions, and they can really change our moods and our energy. So I'm no expert in using colour as therapy, but I really am a big advocate of using it to help us boost our energy, our mood, or change our environment. So to really surround ourselves with lots of positive colours that inspire us. So if I can shuffle them, they're so big, I'm so sorry. I will leave all the descriptions of the decks that I'm using down below. I'm going to just concentrate for a moment and try and do my best to shuffle. Okay, we need a message for Cancer for the month of August 2021. What messages of colour do we have for Cancer here this month? Okay, let's just cut the deck here. And I want to do 2 of these cards. So I'll cut the deck again for you. And let's take a closer look at what your messages are. Oh, haha! Nice. Oh, zesty. So you have tangerine. Oh, be spontaneous and have fun. Cancer, come on, that's amazing. Okay, so in relation to the charm reading, yes, be spontaneous and have fun. So that's maybe where this rest and relaxation comes in, and also the message of love. As I was saying, do what it is you love. Surround yourself with the things that you love, the activities that you love to do. Surround yourself with the people that you love to spend time with. So be spontaneous and have fun, because I really do feel, Cancer, that for you it's whatever is going on up here in your mind that's stopping you or holding you back, that's keeping you stuck in this challenge area. I really just feel like this month is just about releasing all of that, and what better way to do it than just to be zesty and fun and spontaneous. So I absolutely love that for you. And what also we have here is aqua. Oh, okay. So experience peace and calm. And that's almost, in a way, kind of the opposite. Sorry if I can get the right lighting for you here. So it's almost the opposite in some way, because the tangerine to me invokes like a very kind of fun and active energy. So it's like a playful, excitable energy. But then you're also being reminded to balance that out with the aqua, and that's experiencing peace and calm. So you're being reminded there, I think, just to find that balance. So to find what you love. So again, we have just like, go out and live your life and do the things that you love, do the things that you're passionate about. But then you're also seeing that balance with that rest and that relaxation, because you may just need to take some time throughout the month just to stop every now and then, just to create that balance of peace and calm. So 2 really fantastic colours, really interesting messages for you there, Cancer. And I always love to finish on the Moonology Oracle deck. So for me, it's just because they give such very clear, very precise summaries at the end of a reading, and I just absolutely love the images. So this is my mini deck of Moonology. Let's give it a really, really quick shuffle for you here, Cancer. Whoops, without throwing them everywhere. Let's see, what's your final message for this reading? I love this reading. So I know you may be feeling frustrated for some of you. There may be changes coming up that you weren't expecting, that you're just trying to get your head around. But I really, really love the messages that you're getting, to be playful, to have fun, and also just not forgetting to take some time out to rest and relax as well. So a really good month ahead for you, I think, Cancer. Let's get one more message. And what do you have here? Oh, interesting. It's so interesting. We just had for the weekly reading I did for the 19th to the 25th of July, so just before this video will go out, and we also did have look at the bigger picture. So there it is, Cancer. So, which is funny because the irony of that, maybe, I feel, is that you actually don't have anything in your bigger picture right here at the moment, because what I was seeing for the month of August was that you are just being required to focus on the present. But overall, let me just move it here into the center. You have look at the bigger picture. So maybe what it's requiring you to do is to just really focus on what's going on for you right now, what's in your present. Let's take a look at the bigger picture. Where are you looking to go towards? What are these changes bringing in? Where is that helping you renew yourself? And what opportunities are you looking to open up for the future? So maybe it's just that you're not really decided at the moment what's coming up for you. So you're really just focusing on what's on around you at the moment, but maybe just take some time while you're taking time out and just relaxing. Just take some time maybe to look at the overall picture and not focus on too much of the little details, but just let's look at the overall picture of where you're wanting these changes to come about, and what those changes can bring for you in the overall long distance future. So don't know what's going on here, but definitely I feel like you're not being required to think of anything too far ahead. Just focus on what's going on for you in the present, and maybe while you're taking some time to rest, perhaps just have a look at the ultimate end goal of what you're doing, what you're working towards to really create your absolute best possible life. So I hope those messages really did resonate with you in some way or another, Cancer. I'm really looking forward to this month for you. I hope you have a fantastic month. Be spontaneous, have some fun, but don't forget to also take some time to rest and balance that out with some peace and calm as well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your support, for being here on my channel, and just bringing your love and light and energy, and just have a fantastic month, Cancer. Thank you all. I am sending you love, light and blessings.